one way. And sometimes things don't be the way you thinking. It's a two-way. And I began to just meditate and begin to ask God because he had been sharing something. The reason why that he had been sharing because he's one that knows all things.
Yeah.
And he's one that does all things well. But in the midst of life, we are faced with many obstacles.
Yeah.
We faced with many trials and tribulations. And sometimes we will think because we close to God, there may be certain things that would not even take place. But we're going to find out that bad thing happen to good folks.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And I knew that as just looking, sometimes folks cannot even see. Sometimes Satan blind our eyes, don't enable us to see what is happening or what is going on, what is taking place. But God has opened up my eyes. Like I said, he has shared something with me. And I begin to see it right now that it began to happen. So my job is to prepare you.
Yeah.
My job is to get you ready. My job is to get you fixed up.
That's right.
My job is to not to just tell you, but all of the good side of life.
Yeah.
And he shared with me once, he showed me a coin. He said, this is a nickel. And on both sides, one side is the head and the other side is the tail. But it's still a nickel. It's still that one nickel.
Yeah.
So life is just like that. There's good stuff and then there's bad stuff. But it's the way that what we handle things. The way we handle it. Because I learned that when you're against the enemy is against you.
Yes, Lord.
And then there's something in life just gonna come because you need to be tested sometimes.
Yeah.
So in this gospel of Luke, and I was just meditating and asking him, what you want me to share with them on this morning? And he said they're gonna need a good foundation. They're gonna need a solid foundation.
Yeah.
They're gonna need something to stand on.
Yeah.
You know, I look all around and I begin to see him hitting all around him. Some place where it was never hot, but it's hot.
Yeah.
Some place where it wasn't cold, now it's cold. Water everywhere. After a while, no state gonna be able to help the other one.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna have to defend for themselves. And that's why he said that the world gonna know I am God. When he starts doing really what he really want to do. So in the gospel, we're going to find out that he going to talk about two foundations. And that's what we want to talk about, what foundation you on.
Yes, Lord.
He's going to talk about two foundations here. And we're going to see as we come through the scripture. Just because that I am a child of the King doesn't exempt me from trials and tribulation.
Yeah.
Jesus told the disciples, in this world you're going to have trials. And you're going to have some tribulation. But I heard him say, in me, you should have some peace. And he said, you don't have to worry about it, boy, because I done overcome the world. I done been through it, so I know how to get through it.
Yeah.
I know what it takes that to make it true. Because I done been there. But there's a lot of Christian folks. A lot of Christian folks are not really tuning in where we need to be at.
Yes, Lord.
And I need to know this morning what foundation that you are on.
Yeah.
Because number one, if you're not on the right one, I can tell you right now, you ain't gonna survive.
Amen.
And every now and then, what I do, I take me a little look at Job and I check him out and see what foundation he was on.
Yeah.
But thank God, Job was on a good foundation.
Yeah, Lord.
He was on a foundation that Satan couldn't trip him up.
That's right.
Satan couldn't knock him down.
Yeah.
Satan could not make him stop praising and worshiping of his God.
That's right.
Even though everything was going wrong and the man was perfect and upright, God bragged on him. But yet and still he had to go through some changes. Yet and still he had to go through some storm. And how many of y'all know the storm is on his way? Yeah. Do you have your anchor?
Yes, Lord.
That's the question this morning. What foundation that you're on? In many Christians that I done saw, and they was hollering about how good and how strong they was. But let me tell you something, when the storm came,
Yeah.
you know, it's all right if I got a bunch of money in the bank. Yeah. And I can go there and draw money out there anytime I get ready. All right. But let me tell you something, if you receive a letter and it tell you no more check, and you ain't got nothing in the bank,
Yes, Lord.
and your light bill due, your gas bill due, car no due, house no due, and the man calling you,